Well, thanks for staying with us. You're watching The Agenda. South Africa is now in alert level 1, but coronavirus infections are still a challenge in some areas. In the Eastern Cape, 98 learners from the eThembeni Secondary School in Burgersdorp have tested positive for COVID-19, while 65 others are still awaiting their results. The Education Department says infected learners will continue with their exams as they are medically fit. The department has advised invigilators to take the necessary precautionary measures such as wearing personal protective equipment. A multi-departmental task team has also been established to curb the spread of the virus in the area. For more on this story, we now cross live to our colleague Yanga Funani. Yanga, what plans does the department have in dealing with this rise of infections at schools as the country is now in alert level 1?
A very good morning to you, Tess. We are coming to us live from eThembeni High School in Burgersdorp. Indeed, as you have clearly put it in your intro, 98 learners have contracted the virus in this school, but the number has since increased to 102. 3 of those learners are grade 12 learners. As you have clearly put it, there has been a task team which has been set up comprising of the local municipality, which is Walter Sisulu, and Public Works and also the Education Department. What is going to happen now is that those learners who have contracted the virus have been placed on quarantine. The grade 12 learners, the 3 of them who have contracted the virus, have been taken to Alwal North, which is something close to 60 kilometers from here, where they will be monitored. The Provincial Education Department has sought a deviation from them participating in the exam from the Basic Education Department. But to tell us more about what we can expect going forward, we are now joined by the principal of the school, Mr. Eliro Molego. Sir, a very good morning to you, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning.
Let's just pause and rewind. Tell us what happened. I understand that it only started with 2 learners, now it's 102. Take us through what happened.
Yes, it was on the 11th, on a Friday, and a parent came around telling us that her boy has contracted the virus, and the results came on that morning, and the learner was here at school, and immediately there came some nurses, local health workers, coming to inform me about the other learner who is at home on that particular day. And we took a decision that both those classes, grade 9G and grade 10H, they should be taken to this hall so that they all be tested. Then it was on a Friday. On Sunday, results came that there are also 10 other learners who have tested positive. So we took a decision that all the classes should be tested. And out of the testing of all those classes from Monday up to Wednesday, where on Wednesday we tested the grade the grade 12s after they have written their exam. So this is the outcome, this 102 is the outcome of those testings. We tested the whole school, even the teachers that had contact with those classes.
I understand that the school has over 900 learners,
yes.
Correct?
Yes.
And there's poor adherence to lockdown regulations in this area. Do you think that might have played a factor?
Yes, definitely. And most of our learners in this particular school are coming from a specific area which is called Tembisa and Timkeshi. Then those learners, when they are there, even if you go there, you'll find out many people are not wearing masks. And there are 2 popular taverns there. Most of our learners are always there in those taverns. Yeah. There's no monitoring in those taverns. Learners under age are going to those taverns. There are no securities. There's nothing. So highly possible it comes from that area.
Okay. Now, some of the teachers were meant to come back to the school today. I understand that not all of them have come because they are afraid of contracting the virus.
Yes, it's the teachers who had underlying comorbidities, and they were supposed to report today. and quite a number of them sent me some SMSs saying that they are not well, they are going to the doctor and all those things. So they are not here currently.
Okay. I understand that learning is still continuing. What measures have you put in place to ensure that there's no further spread of the virus in the school?
All our learners, when they come to school, they wear masks. And we take their test temperatures and everything, and we make sure that there is social distancing amongst the learners. And now that we tested everybody last week, my observation this morning is that few learners have attended school today. But we make sure that they are being taught, because in the place of those educators that were not here, there were assistant teachers that we have engaged. They are still with us and doing the tasks. Yes.
Mr. Moloko, thank you, sir, for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that's the principal of the school, Mr. Moloko, telling us how things unfolded here. He tells us that the problem remains the society. It's the learners who are really going to taverns around Bergestorp, where there is poor adherence of COVID-19 regulations. Tells us that the matters really getting worse because the learners and the teachers are now having to deal with anxiety as a result of this. From us here in Bergestorp, it's back to you in studio, Tezu.
Thank you so much, Yanga. Meanwhile,